The Certificate in Digital Applications Exam, Unit 1, Developing Web Products. The first thing you'll see in the exam is the actual exam paper. You need to make sure you take the time to read through this paper, and you can make notes on the paper if you want to. As it says in here, you must not use the internet, so this will be switched off and unavailable to you. The total exam is worth 50 marks. The invigilator will tell you where to store your work, but as we've said already, we're going to make sure that the folder is in the My Documents area on the exam account, so that you should just be able to open and save everything in that one folder, rather than having to work with Pupil and get confused. Remember, the folder Assets in your user area contains all the content and information you need. However, you will probably want to make your own My Assets folder for any assets that you're going to produce, and possibly even a web pages folder for the web pages that you're going to create. So as it says here, read the task instructions on pages 3 to 4 and make sure you're saving your work regularly. So we go down to the task, and we can see here in this exemplar piece of work that we're performing a website for Smart's Leisure Park, which is situated near a forest in a forest near Southampton. They offer a range of activities such as cycling, canoeing and nature trails. We're creating the microsite for them, and we need to incorporate the requirements specified on the next page. We need to justify design decisions. That becomes in your evaluation, and we create a logical folder structure. So we have it in web pages and we have a My Assets folder. So if we go down to the actual requirements, this is where you need to read carefully through the requirements first, so you can think about the order you're going to produce your work in. So Smart's Leisure Park already has a company website. We want to add a microsite for under 18s that promotes our shop and clubs. So there's your audience, under 18s. It's not specified gender, so we can assume male and female. All the content and information from the microsite is provided in the folder Assets. So if we go and have a look in this exemplar folder, so when you come to do your exam, you should have your exam folder in there, which will probably be titled either May or June 2018. You'll go into the folder, and then we can see this Assets folder here. So if we go onto the Assets folder, yours should be called Evaluation, but that forms our evaluation. We've then got this info file, which is useful to open and have a read of before we start planning as well. So we'll just open that there. You then also have your images folder, which shows all the images, and remember, you can easily change your view here between large icons and details so that you can see the file sizes. So if we minimise that and just move that out the way for now. So you need to create 3 main pages, and the page names are here: a home page, a shop and cafe page, and a club's intro page. The club's intro page will then have links to 2 other clubs, Kids Club and Teens Club. So we're creating 5 pages in total, but we're only having 3 main links on our navigation bar. We need to have a colour scheme that reflects the woodland setting of the leisure park. Remember to only use a maximum of 2 to 3 colours, and this does include if you keep your text in black. Pages to include suitable titles and appropriate text. Facts about the part to be taken from the info text file, but may be edited. Images to be taken from the folder Assets, again, but may be edited. Content must be visible without scrolling at a resolution of 1024x768. Accessibility features for visually impaired visitors should be included. So remember, that's just about things like adding alternative text for images. It's about making sure that you're not using a dark font on top of a dark background, that you've got some contrast between your colours, and that you're not using any psychedelic or really bright colours that might give you a headache when you're looking at the microsite. And then finally, consistent design across the microsite, including a page template applied to all pages. So remember, once we've done our home page and we're happy with it, we're just going to save as for the other 4 pages to get that consistency. We've then got other requirements, which then link into also how we will structure our work and how we'll complete our work. So we do a banner, we do a navigation bar, We do images to be less than 350 kilobytes. Remember to read that carefully. Yours will probably be 300 in your exam. Audio files to be in MP3 format. And then we've got other things. They're the usual of what you should have on your exam. These are the individual bits to the information that you've been given. So we've got thumbnails. A thumbnail is just a small picture that then links to something else. So it could link to a larger picture of itself, or it could link to another page. In this case, we're going to have two thumbnails that link to the Kids Club and the Teens Club pages. A map of the park. That needs to be on the home page. It needs to be edited to draw attention to some of the locations and our activities featured in the microsite. We should have some shop products on the shop and cafe page with a graphical link that shows one of the products on sale and links to an image showing a range of products, so we need to do some editing there. Onion Cafe menu on a suitable page, so you need to think about what page that might be suitable for. Again, if it's a cafe menu, could be the shop and cafe page. An email link for your contacts, an audio introduction. It says on a suitable page, so you can pick any page that you think is going to be appropriate. And then an applet. You probably won't need to do an applet, so we're going to ignore this particular piece and just concentrate on all the rest for this tutorial. If you're happy with thinking about the exam and the assets folder, then we can then continue on to the next video.